under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Fort Lee Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published on December 16, 2021, and December 17, 2021, and posted on the district website at www.flboe.com, published in the board's designated online media outlet, the Record and the Star Ledger, filed with the clerk of the Borough of Fort Lee, and mailed to all persons, if any, who have requested said notice. Please be advised that this meeting is being taped and may be broadcasted on local TV and the district's website at a future date. The Open Public Meeting Act allows for remote participation at board meetings and defines the word meeting as any gathering, whether corporal or by means of communication equipment, which is attended by or open to all of the members of a public body held with the intent on the part of the members of the body present to discuss or act as a unit upon the specific public business of that body. The purpose of tonight's special public meeting is to convene an open session and then immediately proceed into closed executive session to discuss personnel and to deliberate to determine whether to certify certain tenure charges. Action may be taken in closed executive session or in public session. The board will return to public session tonight at approximately 6:30 p.m. to hear public comments from the community and then adjourn. Could we have roll call, please?
Ms. Cho.
Here.
Ms. Curry.
Here.
Ms. Tom Silver.
Here.
Ms. Burrell.
Here.
Ms. Richter. Here. Ms. Ramba.
Here.
Mr. Rubino. Ms. Sassy.
Here.
Ms. Colback.
Here.
You have quorum.
This public Zoom link will remain open and the board will return to the public meeting at approximately 6:30 p.m. tonight. Now I have a motion to go into executive session.
Motion.
Motion on Silver,
Second.
second Morel, all in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any opposed?
Names but then that's what I thought. I didn't realize it was that.
Back everyone, and Ms. Han Silver, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Fort Lee Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published on December 16th and December 17th, 2021, and posted on the district website at www.flboe.com, published in the board's designated online media outlet, the Record and the Star Ledger, filed with the clerk of the Borough of Fort Lee, and mailed to all persons, if any, who have requested said notice. Please be advised that this meeting is being taped and may be broadcasted on local TV and the district's website at a future date. The Open Public Meeting Act allows for remote participation at board meetings and defines the word meetings as any gathering, whether corporal or by means of communication equipment, which is attended by or open to all of the members of a public body, held with the intent on the part of the members of the body present to discuss or act as a unit upon the specific public business of that body. The purpose of tonight's special public meeting was to convene in open session and then immediately proceed into closed executive session to discuss personnel and deliberate to determine whether to certify certain tenure charges. Action will be taken in public session. The board will return, well, we are returning now to hear public comments from the community, and then we plan to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Ms. Cho.
Here.
Ms. Curry.
Here.
Ms. Von Silver,
Here.
Ms. Morel,
Here.
Ms. Richter. Here. Ms. Ramba,
Here.
Mr. Rubino, Ms. Sasso. Here. Ms. Colback.
Here.
You have quorum.
The board convened executive session today at 6:05 PM to discuss personnel matters and deliberate and determine whether to certify certain tenure charges. We have one walk-in resolution tonight, 1P, and the resolution states the following. Therefore, be it resolved that the Fort Lee Board of Education hereby approves the separation and release agreement by and between the Fort Lee Board of Education and employee number 5291 for the confidential terms and conditions specified therein, and authorizes the board president to execute same on behalf of the Fort Lee Board of Education. Do board members have questions or comments on tonight's agenda or any other topic? May I have a motion to open the floor to the public?
Motion.
Second Ramba.
Motion Richter, second Ramba. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? We will hear first from any members of the public that are physically located here at the cafetorium tonight. Then we will take questions and comments from those participating remotely. For the remote participants, please select the raised hand button in the upper left corner. Our board secretary, Hakisha Taylor, will recognize each community member in the order of the raised hands by lowering the hand and unmuting the microphone if you are muted. Please then state your name and home address for the record and begin your comments. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Is there anyone present here who would like to speak? Okay. Hakisha, do we have any raised hands?
We do not at this time. Are there any members out in Zoom land who wish to speak? If so, please raise your hand. There are no raised hands.
Okay. May I have a motion to close the floor to the public?
Motion.
Motion Hans Silver, second.
Second.
Second Morel. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, let's move on to our 1P resolution that we have tonight.
B like boy.
Oh, I said P like personnel.
B like boy.
Okay. 1B. May I have a motion to approve 1B?
Motion.
Second.
Yeah, you can come in.
Motion was made by Ms. Morel, seconded by Ms. Richter. Roll call, Ms. Ramba.
Yes.
Mr. Rubino.
Yeah,
Ms. Joe.
I think he's
He's
What?
abstaining.
Yeah, this is approving an agreement between the Fort Lee Board of Education and employee 5291.
Can I vote yes, or do I have to abstain?
No, abstain.
What?
Abstain.
Abstain. Okay, I abstain.
Thank you. Ms. Joe.
Yes.
Ms. Richter. Yes. Ms. Han Silver.
Yes.
Ms. Sasso.
Yes.
Ms. Curry.
Yes.
Ms. Morel.
Yes.
Ms. Colback.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I want to kind of keep it going for you, Esther.
That was your last meeting.
It is.
Al, you gonna cry?
Yes. So,
I almost did last week,
is
so.
there any old business? Any new business? Oh, go
Yes.
ahead. No, Esther on old business.
Kind of old business, just because last meeting, we thought it was my last meeting, but this ended up
This
being
your real
my,
last meeting?
this is my real last meeting. So it'll be very quick. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who spoke, who reached out to me since the last meeting. I do appreciate everyone's, thoughtful words and well wishes. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody on the board and out there in Zoom land, as Hakisha likes to say, and in the community. So I'm glad I had one more chance to come back. So, thank you.
Anyone else?
Well, I wanted to make a motion, and Candy was gonna 22nd that we make ourselves a board of 10.
A board of 10?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
so then we're gonna bring
Appoint
in someone, you know,
Yes.
take applications.
yeah. No, there were no applications, there was only one person applying. Candy and I know this.
Any new business? So the only thing I had circulated, there is legislation which is on a fast track, which could have serious consequences for our healthcare costs. And so I kind of wanted to just put together a simple letter to the usual people, the governor, our local, if we're all in agreement, opposing it. There are very few that NJSBA really tries to hammer and with the bold, and you gotta get out there, and this is one of them. Because if this passes, and today it was supposed to be voted on by the full assembly and the Senate, and I don't know if it did, but if it gets to the governor, we want to be, you know, on record, you know, could really impact our healthcare costs. And so if anyone, I mean, I'll circulate the letter. There's not going to be anything outrageous in it, but just so that as a board we go on notice, I could circulate something in the next day or so, hopefully tomorrow. Is everyone in agreement?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great, thanks.
You're gonna be copied in it, I guess,
What's that?
you're gonna copy us in the letter, or the draft?
Yeah, I'll circulate a draft, and it really is time sensitive, because if the votes took place today, it could, for whatever reason, it's moving very quickly. So I would ask, you know, if you have comments, to get back to me as soon as possible, and everyone will be copied, and the governor will know all of your names, and so Mike, you'll be copied on it.
I'm sure I will.
Paul, the state New Jersey Association of School Business Officials is also doing the same thing, writing to our legislators. It is on fast track, it's a lame duck basically session, so bills are moving really, really quickly. I co-chair the legislative committee for, the New Jersey Association of School Business Officials.
If you, do you have their letter? Because I'm happy to kind of crib it, or I can come up with my own.
Well, you know what, because it moves so fast, it happened at 5 p.m. 2 Fridays ago.
Yeah.
So they don't have, like, most,
Okay, they're not.
yeah, they usually give out resolutions.
But most organizations are trying to really get on board
Absolutely.
quickly about it, and so that's why I'm doing a letter rather than like, sometimes we do resolutions, but here it's more important, I think, to get out there in front of it.
And I'll forward you the campus letter that I have.
Perfect. Anything else? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion.
Motion Rubino, second Curry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Merry
opposed? Any
Happy
abstentions?
New Year.
Thank you, guys.
Potato, thank you.